I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hardware Wars. A spectacle light years ahead of its time. See incredible celestial battles ablaze with death-dealing weaponry. Enjoy mirth-filled moments with the amusing antics of Space Drones 4Q2 and Artie Deco.
Artie Deco, where are you? At last, where have you been?
Good morning, Farmington High School. I'm Ricky Podgorski here with your 905 News. Boys basketball coach and gym teacher Coach Witter is an instrumental member of the FHS community. He believes in his students and our community. As Coach endures his second battle with cancer, we wanted to show him the power of belief. I introduce to all of you Project We Believe. What's good, FHS? Ricky Podgorski here, and I'd like to introduce to all of you Project We Believe. As many of you know, in 2019, the Farmington boys basketball coach and physical education teacher, Coach Dwayne Witter, led the boys basketball team to the school's first ever state championship. I was lucky enough to be a part of that team and take in Coach's message. Coach showed us the power of belief. He began by explaining to all of us players how he believed in us and that we needed to believe in each other. As we got further and further into the state tournament, Coach put pieces of tape around school that said believe on them. The day before the big game, teachers and some students wore the pieces of tape on their backs that read believe. Our school was covered in the message, and all of us players felt that power and the belief of the community behind us. And it led to us winning our first state championship. The message is so powerful, we have it painted on our gym wall. After a tournament run, sadly, Coach Witter was diagnosed with leukemia. But we proved that we believed in him, and he recovered just in time to coach the season. Unfortunately, the leukemia returned this past summer, and Coach Witter is currently in the battle of his life. I know he believes in our community, but I want to show Coach that we believe in him. We call this Project We Believe. The first phase of Project We Believe are video submissions. I ask that all students, faculty, and staff send in a video of you saying, "We believe." Feel free to also send in any messages and wishes you have for Coach, and/or his signature symbol of holding up 6 fingers like he does at every home game. If you're using your phone to record, I ask that you film all your videos horizontally for editing purposes. All video submissions can be sent to my email, the FHS VOICE Instagram, the FHS Superfans Instagram, or my personal Instagram. Phase 2 of Project We Believe will be something similar Coach did for the basketball team. In your Connect rooms, every student will be given a piece of tape to write "We Believe" on it. Then each grade will be assigned a certain spot throughout the school to put their piece of tape on a wall. Cohort C students are welcome to submit a video or picture of a piece of tape saying "We Believe" in their own home as well. Combining both video submissions and the We Believe tape tradition, we will create one video for Coach that will contain an overwhelming amount of support and belief. I hope you all consider sending in your video submissions, and I look forward to the final product. Thank you. Coach Witter was selected to speak at this year's senior convocation. His message was so powerful it applies to all students. Although Coach could not attend senior convocation, here is an audio recording of his speech.
Beat cancer, count blessings, pay it forward. My name is Dwayne Witter. Many of you know me as Coach Witter. This is my story. In March of 2019, many of you here witnessed the boys basketball state championship, the first in FHS history. Our rallying cry was, "Believe." After the season, I often felt fatigued, but I just thought I was tired from a long year and the fact that I was getting older. Bruising and excessive bleeding led me to get blood work at urgent care. That led me to a hematology appointment, which led me directly to the emergency room. The next day, I started chemotherapy. I spent the summer of 2019 at Hartford Hospital. I returned for several inpatient sessions of chemotherapy throughout the fall. I spent 63 days inpatient or in the hospital, and there were days of outpatient transfusions as well. The community again rallied around my family and believe. At the end of November 2019, after a long road, I had achieved remission. I returned to teaching and coaching at the start of December. Treatment bought me Thanksgiving and Christmas at home, and I was working with students again. Then, COVID quarantined us all, and we switched to distance learning. 7 months later, routine blood work indicated that leukemia had returned. After several consultations and screenings, a new plan was developed. I would return to Hartford Hospital for more chemo, 26 more days inpatient, and then I would travel to Dana-Farber in Boston for a bone marrow transplant. Another month in the hospital. My oldest son, Trey, a 2015 graduate of FHS, was selected as my donor. The bone marrow transplant went well, but I will need about a year of recovery time. I am currently in the hospital, working hard to do just that, recover again. Every day I work on my 3 goals. Number 1, beat cancer. Number 2, count blessings. Number 3, pay it forward. Number 1, beat cancer. This is what I am about every day. What is your number 1 objective today? If you can't think of it, you probably don't have one. Everyone needs a purpose. Find yours. Believe in something. I choose to work hard to get well so I can continue to be the best husband and the best father that I can be. I choose to work hard to get well and get back to what I love, teaching and coaching. I know who I play for. I play for my family. I play for Farmington. I believe I can, and I believe I will. Number 2, count blessings. I could feel sorry for myself each day. I choose to count my blessings instead. I have surrounded myself with people interested in making my life better, not just nurses and doctors. I am well aware that I have an army of support from our community, but more specifically, student athletes like Ricky Podgorski, Jake Shadler, and Jacob Smith, administrators, staff, coaches, and colleagues all make my life better. I recognize this, and I am grateful for it. Number 3, pay it forward. Every day, each one of us can make a difference in someone else's life. Do something for someone else without a thought of reward for yourself. One act of kindness each day can make our world a better place. We can all make a difference. I would like to think my word today can do just that. Thanks for listening.
Congratulations to Tri-Am Honor Society inductees. Students were selected to the society for their musicianship, leadership, and service. Here's a brief message from Tri-Am Honor Society advisors. Teens in grades 7 through 12 who are studying remotely may book a study station at the public library Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday between 9:30 and 2 p.m. These stations are over 6 feet apart and include a large desk, access to a laptop. Students are asked to bring a pair of headphones and light snacks as needed. Masks are required in the building except when eating. To book a study session, please call 860-673-6791 or email flref at farmingtonlibraries.org. Now, here's Sydney Bigelow, who interviewed Meta Aurora for this week's What You Reading.
Hi FHS, this is Sydney Bigelow reporting for your 9 to 5 news. Today, I'm here with Senior Meta Aurora asking what you reading.
I am reading Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson.
What is this book about?
This book follows 3 generations of women in the same family. Melody, who is 16, her mom, who got pregnant with her when she was 16, and her grandmother, who grew up in a really segregated time. The writing itself is really pretty, and it follows the dynamics between gender, race, class, and history. Not just her personal history, but shared history.
Who would you recommend this book to?
I would really recommend this book to anyone. I really think everyone can get something out of this book, and the writing itself is so gorgeous that I think anyone can fall in love with it.
Thanks. Now back to the studio.
If you're interested in trying out for the boys basketball team, please join the Google Classroom using code GVDAYIS. Updates will be posted there. Now here's John Guerrera with this week's Sports Update.
Good morning, FHS. This is John Guerrero bringing you this week's Sports Update. Farmington Cross Country concluded their season this Tuesday. The boys closed out the fall season on a high note at the CCC Division Championship. Led by senior Charlie Driscoll and junior Brendan Kelly, the team ran some of their fastest times of the season. Charlie and Brendan both closed out the season, making their way into the top 10 all-time best lists, as many others set new career best times. The girls closed out the fall season, finishing second as a team at the CCC Championship, upsetting rival Avon and beating the third-place team by over 25 points. Of the 7 girls who competed, 6 ran times under 23 minutes, and 4 set career bests. Standout races came from senior Shayla Patel, junior Maya Boys, and freshmen Kariski Zapansky and Lily Chekas. The girls closed out the season with a record of 12 wins and 2 losses, tied for best in school history, and were runners-up to the division title over the course of the whole season. Boys soccer finished the regular season undefeated with 9 wins, 0 losses, and 2 ties, and is ranked first in the region. The team took on Bristol Eastern on Tuesday and were able to produce a 2-1 victory. Strong performances were had by senior Logan Brennan, who scored 2 goals, and junior Pat Petruski, who had multiple crucial saves throughout the game. Girls swim and dive defeated Conard 96-90 on their senior night. The meet came down to the final race as the relay team of Pammy Cow, Morgan McClutchy, Gabby Robleski, and Kate Cosentino came in first to clinch the victory. Freshman Jay Rout also had an outstanding meet and was a double event winner. The girls competed in their final race of the season on Monday. Farmington Field Hockey picked up a 2-1 win over Lewis Mills last Wednesday. This was the team's annual Pink Out game to raise awareness for breast cancer research. Goals were scored by junior Sonali Patel and senior Lauren Simonian, as junior defender Gabby Gorman and senior captain Ashley White both played outstanding games and have been the most consistent performers this season. That's all from me, FHS. Now let's hand it over to Cade Mahoney, who recently caught up with Jackson Frigno and talked about his recent commitment to the Yukon baseball program.
What's up, FHS? I'm Cade Mahoney here with your 9 to 5 News. Today, I'm speaking with senior Jackson Frigno about his recent baseball commitment to the University of Connecticut. So, Jackson, why'd you choose Yukon?
Okay, that's a really good question. I just really think the coaching staff might have been the best coaching staff in the country. I had a great feel on the campus. It felt like home already, and it's kind of nice to have a new stadium as well.
What will you miss most about playing baseball in Farmington?
I definitely think it's centered around the relationships, a bit around the coaches. I've known Coach Mack since I was in 4th grade. I had a great relationship with everyone on the coaching staff, and I think that's probably the biggest thing I'll miss.
What goals do you wish to accomplish on the baseball field at Yukon?
Honestly, I'm looking to be in a competitive environment, and I hope to win a national title.
Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Jackson. Now back to you.
Here's Hollis Tharp, who talked with Mr. Mulcahy and Laura McCambridge about some important Spirit-thon information.
Hi, this is Hollis Tharp reporting for your 905 News. Today I'm joined by Spearathon Advisor Mr. Mulcahy and Executive Officer Lauren McCambridge to talk about the Spearathon Registration Week. So Lauren, what is Spearathon Registration Week?
Spearathon Registration Week is a week to promote awareness for our upcoming registration. Spearathon Club raises money for the Connecticut Children's, and we strive to raise the most money possible this year, especially with all of the obstacles we have facing the coronavirus.
And how can students register a team?
There will be an email sent out by Mr. Loomis to all the students of Farmington, along with a post by Mr. Mulcahy in the Spearathon Club Google Classroom.
And Mr. Mulcahy, what incentives are there for students to register a team?
You know, this year there's not going to be as many incentives as there would be in the previous years when we didn't have the coronavirus pandemic, but we want teams to register. We want to hit our goal of $10,000 raised in a single year by our community. So depending on how large the teams are, it could be anything from gift cards to experiences to food, parties, obviously socially distant. But we have to see how many teams register and how successful they are in order to determine that. I can say, though, that the top fundraising team will have the opportunity to go to Huskython, UConn's 18-hour dance marathon, and stand on stage to present our check in front of about 3,000 college students. So that's at least a really cool experience that we hope the top fundraising team takes advantage of.
Thank you. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact Mr. Mulcahy or Lauren via their emails. Now back to you.
Now, here's this week's No, No, No.
Hi, Miss Martinez. Hey. Look, I found a lost and found, and there's all of these retainers and glasses I can try on. Awesome. Yeah, what do you think?
These are kind of cool.
That's 3 free. No, no, no. Make sure to keep a 6 feet distance at all times in school. That's more like it. No, 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 it's for teachers too. Make sure to keep safe.
And now for your weekend weather.
What's up, FHS? Here with the most reliable weather forecast at FHS. I'm Senior Colin LeBerge.
And I'm Senior Nathaniel Watson. Friday starts this disappointing weekend with a bone chiller high of 44 and a low of 36, with Mr. Rain out all day.
A pumpkin spice it up Saturday. Looks like a beautiful day with highs of 49 and a low of 30, with Mr. Sun out all day. Grab your dad's sweater vest and a Starbucks gift card Saturday.
Sunday finishes our hit or miss weekend. Temps get a mild hot sauce high of 55 and a low of 40, but sadly with Mr. Rain all day.
Have a fun and safe weekend, FHS. Peace out.
That's all from me, FHS. I'm Ricky Podgorski, signing off with your 905 News.
Fly along with Ham Salad and Chewchilla, the Wookiee monster, as they make their daring getaway.